Hello, everyone, and welcome to Unit 2 of your World History B class. So, this unit is going to focus on nationalism and how this idea of nationalism led to the First World War. So, very, very, very basic definition of nationalism is essentially loyalty and love for your own country above all others. But in this time period, it goes a little crazy where people are essentially willing to kill and take over anybody else as long as it's in the interest of their own country. So things get a little hectic, um, and eventually it snowballs into the First World War. So, lesson 6, you'll learn about nationalism, you'll learn about the effects of nationalism, especially in Europe. And then you will dive into the Great War. Great War, also known as World War One, also known as the First World War, also sometimes referred to as the War to End All Wars, because World War One was rough. It was a really, really, really horrific war because it was the first what we think of as a modern war. So you have this weird combination of old battle tactics with new technology that made the war incredibly, incredibly deadly. Um, so you'll learn a little bit about that, and you'll learn about how the United States got involved in the First World War. And that is what your discussion guide and your focus notes are on for this unit. So you can see here, your discussion guide is about the Zimmermann telegram, which is essentially, for the most part, the main reason that the United States actually entered World War One was to fight against Germany because of the Zimmermann telegram. So you'll learn about that. You'll read through the telegram, and then you'll just answer some questions about it. So again, as always, pretty simple. Just follow it through, answer the questions, make sure you hit every step, and then just copy and paste this last step into your discussion post, and you will be good to go. If you need further clarification on that, of course, feel free to reach out. Other than that, though, so you get to learn how the United States joins. You'll learn a little bit about the Eastern Front, which is Europe, essentially. Um, and then you'll also learn about the Armenian Genocide, which is something that occurs during World War One. That is often kind of forgotten about or kind of pushed to the background, but talking about the Ottoman Empire and what's going on there. And then finally, this unit ends with the end of the Great War, the end of World War One. And slight spoiler alert, World War One is going to directly cause World War Two. So this unit kind of tells you, or this lesson kind of tells you a little bit about what's happening in those in between times. And you'll learn even more about that in the next unit as well. So post World War One changes, how the war immediately impacted the world. And then at the very end of this, you'll get your video assignment and your assignment for your project. So your timeline ideas, uh, just continuing to add on to that project that you started or learned about in the first unit. So that is Unit 2. If you have any questions, let me know. But go crazy, have fun. Thanks, friends.